is the one that puts the scar in the burrow, hanging straight from Scarborough, along with the beautiful Violet.
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny, once again, conspicuous by his absence is Zach Morrissey. Violet back with Solo. Seems to be a relationship brewing there.
You know what,
whether it's felt on both sides will, I think, is still remain to be seen.
I question Violet's actions, jumping back and forth between Zach and Solo, playing the mind games between both men. A match is brewing there for sure. But first, Solo has to have his mind on San Andreas.
Making their way to the ring right now are the Cholos, San Andreas, and Lupe.
There they are, Kris. Unbelievable team. They got the matching swag. They put LAX to shame. I love what I see from San Andreas and Lupe, the Cholos.
You gotta love the enthusiasm of little Lupe running around the ring. She had to reach heights there. She had to show off her vertical.
San Andreas standing at 6'4", 6'5". Not too easy to get up that high.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Unless, of course, you are a member of Kush.
I'll tell you what,
Johnny. You can always get up that high.
I'll tell you what. This man here, San Andreas, a very, very impressive specimen here at Superkick'd, making his debut match. Him and Lupe, little Lupe. Oh, she's getting right in the face with Violet.
Oh my God! The girls are getting at it. Violet has to be separated from Lupe, and they're Solo.
Solo takes advantage.
It seems whenever Violet is on the side of a wrestler, whether it be Morrissey or Solo, their actions get dirtier and dirtier.
Solo takes advantage of the altercation between Violet and Lupe. He's showing off his skills, but he runs right into a mountain of a man in San Andreas.
San Andreas took a little bump on the top turnbuckle, but she wouldn't know it.
Oh, and a hip toss. San Andreas is a house of fire.
A lot more than that to keep San Andreas down. He's
fall away slam.
Look at him go. On fire.
Debut match here for San Andreas. And he is on fire right now as we speak.
The crowd already taken to San Andreas, Kris.
Solo is on the outside. He's hurt, but he tries to fire back, and San Andreas meets him.
Ref trying to get him back inside the ring,
and then throws him back into the ring.
This match has started off hot, Kris.
San Andreas is going to the top rope, but Violet's there. Oh, she gets kicked off.
What's Violet doing?
Solo hits the ropes. San Andreas crashes down on his testicles.
Kris, Violet.
Oh, and he eats a boot.
Violet always getting into business where she doesn't belong.
We got to cover one. We got just a two.
Kris, she's always getting into the business where she doesn't belong.
Well, that is her role as a manager, as a side piece.
I don't see Lupe
as a girlfriend.
I don't see Lupe get in there. She's getting the crowd involved, though.
It's early, John. The crowd is fully behind San Andreas. And the referee admonishing Solo here.
Solo had to get a little reprehension.
Violet getting back into things there. Quick little choke. Going for the cover. Two. Just a 2 count. Violet Waters getting her hands all over San Andreas.
Solo very, very not happy with that call there from the ref. He's getting downright naughty today with Violet on his side. And I tell you, coming from Scarborough, hailing from there, he's got the tactics of one strong man from Scarborough.
Solo setting up for a suplex, and he hits it. What strength from Solo. Going for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2.
Kris, typically, people from that area of the city are stronger. They have to endure more. They have to go through more. And Solo is no different. And that's why here, you see the menace on his face. The scowl, stiff forearms, and just the look that he gives the ref. That's all from being a strong man from Scarborough.
Solo eats a boot. San Andreas runs right into a knee and a cover. Hook the leg. 1, 2. and just a 2 count.
The old Harley Race would be proud of that knee, Kris.
Well, I got to tell you right now, we saw San Andreas come out a house of fire in this match, but we got it. The endurance right now might be showing, seeing as how this is his debut match here at Superkick'd.
Yeah, debut match, absolutely. It's a good call. It takes you get fired up. Are you gonna have the energy for the end of the match, for the middle of the match? Solo, not a seasoned vet, but definitely more experience.
Big body slam by Solo.
Definitely has more experience than San Andreas at this point.
San Andreas is going to have to get that adrenaline flowing through that body once again. Solo is heading to the top rope, and he gets caught. San Andreas catches him, another punch, and now what are we going to see here? Are we going to see a superplex from San Andreas? He's got Solo, both men fighting back and forth, but I think it's San Andreas with the upper hand, and there it is, a superplex from the top.
That made this whole place shake, Kris. The entire building on fire right now.
Violet Waters cannot believe what just happened to her man. Screaming for Solo to get to his feet.
Yeah,
Lupe is slapping the mat.
She is downright. She's hard on her people. She's hard on Morrissey. She's hard on Solo. She expects nothing but the best.
Both men on their feet, exchanging blows in the middle of the ring.
Hear the booyahs.
There's
the
a
crowd
kick.
definitely not on the side of Solo. San Andreas, a crowd favorite, off the hop.
San Andreas backs him up. A somersault into a clothesline. What a maneuver. Is Solo gonna crack like the San Andreas fault?
Conan would be very, very proud of that somersault clothesline right there.
San Andreas with a suplex.
Big suplex.
Is he gonna do the roll through? The crocodile roll.
Three amigos.
And another suplex from San Andreas. And he's gonna get him for a third.
The Latino tradition lives on.
Oh! And a cover.
Come on.
One, two. Just a 2 count.
Already had him, Kris. What a move from San Andreas. And it's so easy to understand why he's an early crowd favorite. The crowd thinks it was 3.
I think the crowd has had a few too many to drink.
It's early, Kris.
That's what I mean.
Have a few more, and a few more.
A half Nelson.
Violet.
But Violet getting into the things.
San Andreas.
Lupe's around there. She doesn't know it. Lupe.
There's Lupe. There's Lupe.
Lupe rips her off the ring.
Taking care of business.
I think we're going to see Lupe and Violet go after it. San Andreas. Lupe's in the ring. What are we going to see here? I think I know what's going to happen. Little Lupe is going to go for the ride. Oh, she gets tossed onto Solo.
There goes Lupe. There goes Lupe.
San Andreas with a gorilla press slam to his partner Lupe onto Solo and Violet Waters.
They are one hot act. The Cholos.
San Andreas has got him set up.
Fan favorites.
There's the smash.
For years to come.
I think it's time for Solo to crack like the San Andreas fault.
He's gonna go, he's gonna fly. The big man's gonna fly.
The big man's on the top rope. He goes for the, what a frog splash. 1, 2, 3.
San Andreas takes it with the frog splash. What a finish here at the Underground.
Amazing agility from the big man. What a win in his debut match for San Andreas. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Little Lupe in there as well. She neutralized Violet Waters, who got up on the ring and got involved in this match more times than she probably should have.
A hell of a reception. The former king of the Sixx champion. He's a superstar. We say it every time, Kris. He is a star. He looks like a star. He acts like a star.
I could not say it any better than what you just said, Johnny. The man is put together from head to toe, whether it's the shades, whether it's the jacket, the fur. He doesn't have the goal. That is the only thing he is missing.
Right. And a guy like this, he's been pissed off lately. Lost it in a triple threat, then had his opportunity in a fatal four-way last month, and ever since he's never had a one-on-one opportunity. He's got something to say.
I just want to thank you for finally handing over the microphone to somebody who can really talk. All jokes aside, Toronto, before we get this show started, there's one man I want to talk to, and one man only, and his name is Hakim Zane. So Hakim, if you can bring your ass out here, that'd be more than fine.
Gavin Quinn not wasting any time, Kris.
No, he's calling out Hakim Zane. Not making any friends with ring announcer Andrew Webster.
Hey, heck, he could be talking about us. We just cut a promo as well. But here's Hakim Zane, who can shut him up in a hurry. Hakim Zane has been all over the globe. He's a very battle-tested wrestler. You may have seen him in other huge promotions, but here, he's none better than as Superkick'd.
Hakim Zane, if the last few months has taught me anything, it's that he's taught me that I'm one of the best on this planet. Now if the last few months has taught me something else, it's that you, Hakim Zane, you too are one of the best on this planet. So I'll tell you what, this month, the key to the city, we let bygones be bygones, we shake each other's hands, and we congratulate each other for both being two of the best on the planet. What do you say?
Will Hakim Zane shake the hand of Gavin Quinn?
I'm surprised.
I'm very
surprised.
shocking announcement.
Yeah, Gavin Quinn's not the one to give respect to anybody.
Wait, what's this, Johnny? We've got somebody's music's playing. Oh, how could I forget who this is?
Oh, it's
Johnny,
your boy.
my boy, Super Future.
Forget.
The whole show right now is taking place as we've got Super Future on the stage.
The hottest young tag team in the industry today. As much as I don't like their actions with the Dope Boys and as Super Future on their own, but damn, they are on fire. They are hard to be stopped. They are the yin and the yang, rice and peas, white on rice. They are together through and through, Kris.
There's a lot of love in this ring right now.
You first.
There really is. You know, Gavin Quinn is, offering up a hand to Hakim Zane, and then you look at Super Future having a tough time there deciding who's going to get into the ring first.
Look at Xavier telling Andrew to leave the ring. He doesn't want Webster in there.
I think Andrew Webster needs to vacate the ring a little quicker next time.
Of course you would agree. You love these guys.
They're my boys. They're my dudes right here.
Luckily, for all these ungrateful
greatest tag team in Superkick'd. They're the greatest tag team in professional wrestling.
Oh my goodness, Kris, come on, get a hold of yourself.
There's a lot of truth being spoken in this ring.
And Xavier is just giving it to the fans right now.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, that may be how you do it in Michigan, but it's not how you get the job done here in Toronto.
Super Future backing out of the ring as they should. They were jumped right off the top here by Gavin, Quinn, and Hakim Zane, who it looks like they've joined forces here. It looks like we're going to get a tag team match.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an odd team to have together. Gavin, Quinn, and Hakim Zane, before they were vying for the King of the Sixx title, now they're joining forces, Kris.
Very odd circumstances at this moment. It doesn't look like Super Future is that happy. I cannot blame them, Johnny.
But what are you more surprised about? That Super Future isn't happy, or that Gavin Quinn showed respect to somebody, especially Hakim Zane, who he lost the title to? What shocks you more,
technically
Kris?
he lost the title to Alessandro Del Bruno. He was cheated out of that title by Del Bruno.
Zane lost it to Del Bruno. Quinn lost it to Zane, if we remember. But I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked right now, Kris.
Well, I think we're going to get a little shock and awe here from Palmer Cruz, but he's getting his arm wound up in the moment.
He's quick, though.
He's quick, and a reversal. Both men showing their agility, showing their skill, working those arms.
Both of these men have seen themselves in higher end promotions, if you will, if you want to call it them that. But today, they're here at Superkick'd, and they're vying for supremacy.
Hakim Zane, no! Roll out. Oh, walking right over the back. That is how you do it.
Feeling himself, Kris.
That is how you do it.
Palmer's feeling himself.
Countering that suplex. Oh, and now taking a kick to the leg. Kick to the gut. Ducks the kick over top. Oh, but get a leg sweep there by Hakim Zane. And now, a little taste of his own medicine right there.
Show it back to him, Zane.
I think what we need to do here is get a tag. We need to get a fresh man in the ring.
Headbutt from Zane. He's got so many moves in his arsenal, and he's trusting in Gavin Quinn today. Huge shock, but he is.
We've got Quinn in the ring. Will we get the other half of Super Future?
Disrespect from Cruz. Is that an official tag?
There it is, right
there
now.
It is.
Xavier Walker's tag into the ring.
The big man, Xavier Walker. He's not somebody to mess with. I have to agree with you, Kris. I understand why you like Super Future. I just don't like their antics, their actions. Running down the Toronto crowd. That's not how you conduct yourself as a professional.
Gavin Quinn. Oh, he walks right into a right hand after a series of rights from himself. And a clothesline. And that sends Gavin clothesline to the outside.
That's the power. That's the muscle of Super Future.
Gavin Quinn. Slingshot over the rope. Going for a cover 1, 2. Even with a hook of the leg, I don't think you're pinning Super Future that quick.
Not the big man, at least. Not Xavier. The muscle of the crew.
Oh, but he got countered the. Oh, and there's a tag.
Oh, look at Quinn.
Quinn.
So adept.
He's got him up. Standing suplex. Holding it up there like the British Bulldog used to do.
Your blood rushes
Drops
right
him
to
down.
your head when you do that move.
Now a nonchalant pin. You're not going to pin anybody in Super Future or in Superkick'd for that matter like that.
I'd be surprised if Palmer Cruz can walk straight after that suplex. All your blood rushing right to the head of Palmer Cruz.
Taking some punishment right now. Gavin Quinn, he's taking on both members of Super Future at the moment.
Quinn can do. Quinn's so smart. He can make sure that he neutralizes his opponent, stopping Xavier Walker from distracting the referee.
Hakim Zane was reaching for the tag there. He needs to get into this match. We need to get a fresh man.
This is 2-on-1 right here.
2-on-1. Tag team specialist 1, 2. This is where Super Future has the edge. The fact that they are a team and we're seeing that camaraderie in the ring at the moment.
100% correct.
Whether you like it or not.
Cruz and Walker have been teaming together for 2 years, and there you go.
And there,
Ref distracted
behind the
Xavier
referee's
Walker.
back.
There you go, Kris. Exactly what you're talking about. These two are a well-oiled machine. They're fine, they're prepped, they're ready to go. Hakim, Zane, and Gavin Quinn are rivals, and they're teaming today. That's gotta not bode well for them in a match like this. Look at Walker, he wants some of Zane too.
Big right hand.
That. Come on, the ref's gonna allow that. That's
Johnny, you could hear that right hand echo throughout the Longboat Hall here in Toronto.
Absolutely ridiculous. The
Quick
fans
tags by
outside
Super Future.
shaking their head. They know it's wrong. But look
Big
at the
splash in the
air
corner.
Palmer Cruz.
And in a second, a follow-up big splash.
The big man can fly too. Xavier Walker showing him his airtime.
And now cover 1, 2. Just a 2 count.
Walking on clouds is Xavier Walker with that big 6'6" frame.
We are seeing a well-oiled machine in the ring. Some great tag team maneuvers. Gavin Quinn firing back. The crowd is going apeshit this one.
Move from Palmer Cruz.
Palmer Cruz going for the cover. 1, 2. I think Xavier Walker was over here trying to tell you to shut up, Johnny. I don't think he likes the fact that you're so negative towards Super
It's not
Future.
the first time and it won't be the last that Super Future has treated me with disrespect or any of these fans with disrespect. But look at their moves. That's why they're the hottest tag team in Super
Cover 1, 2.
I have to admit, Kris, as much as I don't like these guys, Hakim Zane's waiting for that tag, and I'm telling you, he's going to come out like a ball of fury.
Xavier Walker unhappy with the referee's count.
And there
He's
he is.
now got the referee distracted.
Machine again. Look at this. Straight stomps. The ref can't see it. No tag. This tag shouldn't even be allowed right now. This is ridiculous.
I think the referee heard the tag.
Come
I think
on.
it's allowed. I think
What
it's
is
allowed.
going
Let's
on
allow
here,
that.
Kris? What is going
Big
on?
body slam center of the ring.
Just because they're the hottest tag team doesn't mean they deserve preferential treatment, Kris.
No, that's definitely why they deserve preferential treatment. Palmer Cruz
Ride that like a
toying
pro.
with Gavin Quinn,
Make that
but he misses with the
genuine.
elbow.
Just like Genuine would do it, riding like a pony out there.
Gavin
What a
Quinn,
big
neckbreaker,
neck
firing back. He needs to make a tag. He needs to tag Hakim Zane, get Hakim Zane into this match.
The crowd wants Zane into this match, Kris. They're dying for it. He wants it. They're begging for it.
Cruz has made his tag. Quinn makes the tag.
Yes.
Hakim Zane like a house of fire.
Look at
A
him
spinning
go.
heel kick. A kick to the back of the leg. Oh, what a knee from Hakim Zane. Hakim Zane is handling both members of Super Future. A cover 2. I don't think that's the legal man. But at this point, I think the referee has lost
Well,
track in
like
this
I
match.
said, he thought there was a tag and he didn't know where the tag came in, Kris. That's inexcusable. That's absolutely inexcusable. Here goes Gavin and Hakim.
Now Hakim Zane and Gavin Quinn look like the well-oiled machine.
Absolutely, and who would have thought these two rivals teaming up, looking like a seasoned tag team. Good on them. But is it going to be enough to knock down Super Future? I can't be sure, Kris.
Well, right now, Xavier Walker leveling Gavin Quinn with a clothesline.
He wants a super kick.
Super kicked, fireman's carry, and a Samoan drop.
The power from Walker.
1,
On display.
2, and Gavin Quinn breaks up the pinfall.
On display, Walker's got it all. He's the whole package, 6'6", moves like lightning quick. This guy is unbelievable.
Gavin Quinn goes hard onto the stage.
There's Xavier directing traffic right now with Palmer. Need a little breather. Zane. What are they going to do to Hakim? To the young little Hakim Zane right now.
Hakim Zane is in trouble right now. Super Future. Are we going to see a double superplex from the
Oh
outside?
my goodness, Kris, I think we are.
From the top rope. Hakim Zane is going to go for the ride. Wait a second, there's Gavin Quinn.
Having Hakim Zane's back, still I'm shocked by this.
Gavin Quinn makes the tag.
The
I don't know that that's legal at all.
wherewithal to make the tag at that time.
That's an illegal tag.
That was a great tag by Gavin Quinn, very smart. Saves the day and gets in to be the legal man.
Oh, what a kick into a slam. Who's going to make the cover? Gavin Quinn is the legal man. If you count that tag, which I still think is illegal, Hakim Zane should be the legal
If
man.
any tag was illegal, it was the one behind the ref's back. that Super Future made earlier, Kris.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There it is. Blow for blow, Walker versus Quinn. It doesn't get better than that, Kris.
Walker hits the ropes, takes a super kick to the midsection. His spit goes flying, takes a high knee, and that brings the big man to one knee in the middle of the ring.
And only to his knee.
Oh, he got a knee and a super kick combination.
Double super
Pinfall,
kick,
1, 2, 3.
That's it. What a move. Kris wants it. Super Future has lost. What do you got to say about that, Simo?
Well, I think from beginning to end, this was a catastrophe. We don't even know who the legal man was in this match. Tags, there were no legal tags in this match.
Oh, look at Gavin Quinn still showing the straight disrespect. He's still got that attitude and that edge, and I like that. You need that to win.
I think what I'm going to have to do is go and talk to the powers that be here at Superkick, and we're going to have to set up a sanctioned tag team contest between these two teams.
That was sanctioned, Kris.
There was no way that was sanctioned.
There was a ref. There was a ref in the way, and Super Future lost. Look at Walker. Walker's down and out.
That is
How does
bullshit,
it feel
Johnny.
to lose, Xavier? Finally get a loss under your belt, Xavier. You're so used to winning all the time. How does it feel to finally get a big L? A big L, Xavier Walker. There it is, the winners. Gavin Quinn, the man from Atlanta, Georgia. The man who's now embracing the fans and Hakim Zane.
If these guys can coexist, Johnny, there will be one hell of a tag team. Johnny, what we got is the White Russian Anton Alexiev, a bottle of Absolute, and he is an absolute fan favorite right now.
That is, I like what you did there with the Absolute. I think we see some fellow Russian citizens with their Russian flag supporting the man, Anton Alexiev, as they should. He's a Russian hero at this point.
A swig of Absolute for the working man. It burns so good, Johnny. It burns so good.
It's burning him, and he likes it. He's going to hand it to some fans by ringside so they can have a swig too. That's the kind of man he is. He shares.
Well, let me start by saying the familiar theme song of the Golden Girls. It could mean only one thing. We're about to see the two guys, RJ City and Psycho Mike.
RJ City and Psycho Mike of two guys. We know they're fan favorites, Kris. I know we like these guys. They're entertaining. We never know what Psycho Mike's going to do. We have to say he's an oddball, but somehow RJ City has calmed him down and made him a great force in the ring.
Are we seeing a breakup of the two guys?
Like I told you, there's something in that apple. I knew it all along. There is almost something rotten in that apple.
It's almost like Rose and Blanche getting into a fight on the Golden Girls, a show I used to watch with my Nana on her plastic-covered couch.
Shout out to Nana.
Good guy.
Psycho Mike.
Damn it, that's not like Psycho Mike. We haven't seen those kind of actions from him.
Psycho Mike jumping Anton Alexiev and now stomping away.
Why isn't RJ stopping this from happening? What's RJ doing here? He's got to stop this.
Psycho Mike still with the microphone.
And you see RJ pleading with Psycho to stop. He's pleading with him, but Psycho Mike's in his own world, like he always was. But then he was lovable.
Psycho Mike making his point. Right now, he is a bad guy, and it doesn't seem like he's wanting to be part of the two guys anymore with RJ City. The referee walked right into that one. Psycho Mike finally putting down the microphone. Anton Alexiev firing back though.
Fired up. Look at his face. Never seen that intensity in his eyes. He doesn't like.
We've seen this before.
Oh yeah.
Airplane Hurricane Rana.
Let's call it straight from Russia, straight from Moscow.
We know what's next. Here it comes. Baseball slide from Anton Alexiev. High flying maneuvers aplenty from the White Russian. He goes to the top rope. And he leaps onto Psycho Mike. But Psycho Mike catches him.
Psycho Mike, very aware, making a great catch at the nick of time.
Right in front of RJ City. What's he gonna do with Anton? I think I have a feeling. It's not gonna feel good. Oh, a body slam to the arena floor, right on the concrete. You can hear Anton Alexiev's back crack, and it echoes throughout the Longboat Hall here in Toronto.
Kris, usually I would say what the hell has gotten into Psycho Mike, but we know what's gotten into him. He ate that rotten apple from Savior Shane Sabre, and now he's just a different man.
1 month ago, a bite of an apple has changed the attitude, or maybe an awakening of the attitude for Psycho Mike. Maybe he doesn't need RJ City anymore.
RJ's still pleading with Psycho Mike. What are you doing?
Anton miraculously back into the ring. A cover, 1, 2. Kick out by Anton. Now a hook of the leg, 2. And another kick out.
Psycho Mike, a seasoned vet.
Now a dirty pin. A bad guy pin.
A bad guy pin, breaking the rules. And before, Psycho Mike would never do that. Now, that's something that just seems to be so accustomed to him.
Rake of the eyes.
It's so easy for him right now to have this new attitude, Kris. It's like...
Well, because he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy now.
Anton back to his feet. I don't know how he's standing after being slammed on the concrete. He hits the ropes. Oh, and just slammed on his back. His back just must be excruciating pain. 1, 2. He still has some fight left in him.
It's because he's one tough son of a bitch. That's why he gets back up, Kris.
He kicked out right into the taint of Psycho Mike.
Anton works the Facebook Lives before the show. He's full of energy, and he's tough as hell. He's tough as nails.
You know what? I think, Johnny, I would have just eaten that pin. He kicked out, and his face and his head
Mike doing? No,
went
Psycho.
right back
No, Psycho, don't do
into the taint of Psycho Mike.
No!
And now he's got a chair.
Psycho, what are you doing? What's gotten into you?
Do it!
What's going into you, Psycho?
Hit him with it! Oh no! A drop kick and the chair goes back into the head of Psycho Mike. Anton Alexiev, a drop kick to the knees, now a drop kick to the face. Sends Psycho Mike into the corner. Anton ducks a charge, and Psycho Mike is hung up in the ropes.
He's caught right now. He's caught.
Got his foot caught in the rope.
Position for Psycho Mike. Very dangerous position.
Anton hits the ropes.
What he does best.
A leap over the top.
What he does best. Anton Alexiev going for a flight on Air Russia. Air Moscow, if you will.
Both men on the outside. First of all, cannot believe Anton is even able to walk in this match, let alone pull off these high-flying maneuvers.
How many times do I have to tell you this is one tough son of a bitch?
Slingshot off the top into a clothesline. Anton is feeling the effects of that vodka. And a code breaker.
There you go, he's fired up.
He's
Let's
going
go
to the
double
top.
A.
What are we gonna see here from Anton?
Come on.
I think he should have gone for
Give
a
me
pin.
something special, Anton.
From the top.
Yeah!
Oh!
Anton bomb! Dropping a Syrian
He's
bomb.
got to
if you
go
will,
for the
Kris.
cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. No!
Got his leg.
No!
His leg underneath the
No.
rope.
Psycho Mike has grabbed the bottom rope. Not a dirty tactic.
Just a smart one.
Anton in control of this match. He's going to go for another high-risk maneuver, but is this one too many?
If you know anything about Anton's game,
here
he
it
wants
is,
to
Johnny.
fly.
It's like I've got a crystal ball sometimes.
Psycho Mike with a hand on that red tie.
Oh, and he whips him across the ring off the top rope.
This new attitude in Psycho Mike is faring him well, I have to say, so far.
Bad, 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 bad. Oh, a
my
kick
God.
to the head.
A bad kick.
Tornado
right
kick to the head and a pin. 1, 2. Oh, he pulls up Anton.
Come on, Psycho Mike. You have the match won. What are you
RJ
doing?
City. I can't tell if RJ City is pleading with Psycho Mike because he had the match won, or the fact that he wants to inflict more pain and more punishment on
RJ
Anton.
is not about that. RJ wants the match won fair and square. But the crowd's loving this new intensity in Psycho Mike. They're loving this.
Psycho Mike setting up. He's got him in a suplex. Oh, small package. 1, 2. Oh, 3. He got it.
What a smart move from Anton Alexiev.
Anton Alexiev has shocked Superkick
That's
with a
enough
win
said.
over Psycho Mike.
The new attitude not working for Psycho Mike. Good for Anton. And RJ City doesn't seem too pleased in his partner's antics at all.
Well, I think part of that is, in fact, that Psycho Mike had this match won and decided to pull the head and shoulders of Anton Alexiev off the
Because
mat.
he's a bad guy.
He paid for it. I think Psycho Mike wants the mic.
Is this another bad tactic from Psycho Mike? Is he really a good guy?
I don't know if Anton should trust Psycho Mike, but he is
Anton's a good
crazy.
man.
After all, he's crazy, so...
Anton trusting everybody.
Nope.
Oh!
Told ya.
Damn it! Damn it, Psycho Mike!
Fell for the oldest trick in the book, John.
Anton just has a really big heart.
Here comes Psycho Mike again.
Damn it, not again! Not again, Psycho Mike!
Here you go,
No!
Psycho Mike.
No! No! Damn it! Damn it, Psycho! What are you doing?
Psycho Mike with 2 chairs now. Anton Alexiev is in trouble. RJ City's gonna have to get involved here. He's gonna have to control his partner. The train has come off the tracks with Psycho Mike.
And two guys will never be the same again, Kris. Never, ever.
Oh, the shove.
No! Psycho Mike, no!
Like Blanche shoving
No,
Rose.
Psycho Mike.
What do we got here? It's El Mano del Diablo with an apple. One month ago, Sabre with an apple, and now El Mano del Diablo with an apple.
And to go back even further, Sabre, the savior, ate the forbidden fruit from El Mano del Diablo. He's never been the same again. Psycho Mike eating it from Sabre. He's not the same, obviously, right now. What's gonna happen to RJ City? Is he gonna eat the apple?
I don't know if RJ City has a choice at this point.
Is RJ gonna eat the apple?
He may have to eat that apple.
He's asking the audience, should he go bad?
Well, if he wants to be friends with Psycho Mike, if he wants to thank Psycho Mike, he'll eat that apple.
Peer pressure, RJ. Yeah.
Oh, he tells him to shove it. Shove that apple.
Peer pressure.
Shove that apple where the sun don't shine. And now RJ City, the bell's rung. It looks like we've got a match here. RJ City versus Mano del Diablo.
The history, Kris. To know that Psycho Mike has ate from the forbidden fruit, never been the same again. RJ City saying no to that apple. No, I am a fan favorite. You hear the crowd chanting his name.
Oh, and a clothesline by RJ City. Del Diablo crashing into the fans here at Superkick'd.
To yell it a little bit more.
RJ City to the outside. The fans better watch out.
Oh yeah, they better.
They're getting up close and personal here with the superstars of Superkick'd.
In the midst of the action.
Oh, RJ City dropped onto the stage.
On his face. Right on his face.
Now whipped into the ring. Del Diablo, is he gonna go? He is gonna go to the top rope.
High flying.
Oh, and a drop kick from the top rope.
From the Spanish devil himself.
And a cover, hooks both legs, one. Doesn't get him, just two.
You hear that Versace playing in the background, and Psycho Mike, he used to have Versace trunks, but now he's just a man that doesn't give a damn about any of that. All he wants to do is be a bad, bad man.
Del Diablo stomping the body of RJ City. Hits the ropes in a big stomp.
Whose side is Psycho Mike on? Is he with his longtime partner, two guys, RJ City or Mano Del Diablo?
A slam from Del Diablo, Johnny. I think it is quite clear that Psycho Mike has transitioned to the other side.
Damn it. You think there will still be some love, some passion for RJ City after all this time?
No, definitely not. An apple a day, says Psycho Mike, is walking away from two guys.
Damn it, that rings off the tongue. Damn it, Kris.
You know what else is ringing? The turnbuckles and the back of RJ City right now, because he has taken a beating from Mano del Diablo. Setting him up, got the crossface on him, the chicken wing.
Crossface, chicken wing, RJ City with nowhere to go.
Psycho Mike pleading with RJ City, just bite the apple and this will all be over.
And then end up like a deranged maniac like Psycho Mike? I think not. I like RJ City just the way he is. Look what happened to Shane Sabre. That guy was perched on top of the mountain, a former Superkick'd champ.
Oh,
damn, that
chest is singing right now.
See red on that chest now. Bright
RJ
red.
City hits the ropes, misses Del Diablo. Both men missing, but RJ City
feeling it.
Does
the
not
crowd
miss.
get behind RJ City.
With that clothesline, Del Diablo into the ropes. Bouncing off the ropes and a suplex. RJ City now in control of this match. Leaps to the outside and a kick to Del Diablo's head.
RJ feeling it every move. He's got that energy, he's got that passion from the fan on his side.
RJ City going to the top ropes. Going to the top turnbuckle. Oh, and a double axe handle to the head of Del Diablo. Will we see it? Will we see Knee Arthur?
There it is. He's setting up for it, Kris. Who called it?
RJ City setting up for Knee Arthur. Sends Mano del Diablo in. He misses. And now the claw.
The claw to RJ City's face. What's Psycho Mike doing with the apple? He's getting up on the apron, Kris.
Well,
what's he doing?
Quite clear the intention.
What is it? What is it? Tell me. You tell me what the intention is, damn it.
They want RJ City to eat that apple.
Damn it. No.
I think whether he wants to or not, he's getting that apple. Wait a second. What has happened? Psycho Mike is having some trouble here.
There seems to be a force around RJ City. An angel maybe protecting him from that apple.
If you want something done right, you do it yourself. El Mano del Diablo smacks that apple off the head of RJ City, and that's the match.
Something held Psycho Mike from hurting his longtime friend. But like you said, Diablo did it himself.
I think it was only a matter of time whether he wanted to or not. RJ City was fighting the odds.
But I question what side Psycho Mike is on. Psycho Mike doesn't seem to be too concerned with RJ City on the mat. Something stopped him from giving him that apple, but he doesn't seem concerned at all with his longtime friend and partner, RJ City.
Well, I think there is going to be a score to settle here between Psycho Mike and RJ City. One of the top stars here at Superkick'd. One of the greatest athletes here.
The greatest athlete in Superkick'd today, bar none. The swaggiest individual in Superkick'd today, bar none. As cool as a cucumber, it doesn't matter what you do to him, you'll never ruffle his feathers. That's the man, Kris Chambers.
Well, Johnny, he is the half-baked kid, but he might get fully cooked at the hands of former friend young Myles.
No. The Dope Boys doesn't know what it's all about. They don't know that the Kush runs this thing. K-U-S-H. This is gonna be one hell of a match, Kris. Right now. Big match feel.
I'll tell you what right now, Johnny. What you're looking at here is the terrible threesome.
Terrible.
The terrible trifecta.
Terrible.
Not because they're not super fantastic wrestlers, but they spell trouble for anybody who opposes them.
I wonder
Kris Chambers has got the mic.
Chambers got something to say. He's gonna shut these guys up. Shut these guys up, Chambers.
Some tough words here
Chambers
from
ain't
Kris
scared.
Chambers.
He doesn't have his two members of Kush by his side. And Myles gonna do it on his own. I'm surprised Myles, who formed Dope Boys.
I'm not at all, Johnny.
He's gonna do this all on his own. I can't believe this right now.
Young Myles.
Look at Myles. Good for you, Myles. Doing it on your own. Good for you, buddy.
Young Myles is one of the best here at Superkick'd. It's not surprising.
It's very surprising.
Super future to the
Since
back.
young Myles has changed his attitude, all he's wanted was help on his side. He wanted to be the leader. He wanted that second and third person to help him out in matches. And look at him now. He wants to prove that he's better than Chambers on his own. I could respect that. Chris.
He's getting felt up here by the referee, first of all. I don't know if I approve of that.
We're finally going to see who the better man is, Chris.
Well, we've
finally
got a stare down in the center of the ring.
After months, Chris. It's time to figure out who's the better man. Hey.
Playing mind games.
Yeah.
Young Myles. Kris Chambers not having it. Hits the ropes. Oh, and a drop kick to young Myles. Sends him to the outside.
I might say.
Chambers hits the ropes again. Suicide dive to the outside.
And a perfect dive because he's that good. He's that good, Kris Chambers.
Crowd likes what they see here. Kris Chambers whips young Myles into the ring. Myles in the corner. Chambers follows it up with a clothesline. And an Irish whip sends young Myles to the other side. Another clothesline.
No wasted motion from Chambers.
Oh, a big clothesline off the rope. Taking it to young Myles.
He's feeling it right now. The leader of Kush absolutely feeling it. Taking it to the leader of Dope Boys. And all of this, Chris, because young Myles couldn't be the leader of Kush alongside Chambers.
Oh, young Myles hard to the outside onto the stage.
Chambers more than willing to share the spotlight, but Myles couldn't share it. He wanted it all to himself. He's a greedy little son of a bitch, I tell ya.
Chambers following Myles to the stage. Now Myles with the upper hand. A big slam coming up. Oh, Chambers hard onto the stage. And we know
Chambers has back problems, Chris. We've seen it in the back. We've seen Chambers dealing with the medics. Welts on his back for months.
Young Myles admiring his work right now.
Not being able to have the same range of motion. What's that going to do? That's got to play a factor, Chris. It's got to.
Right hand from young Myles. We'll see if it plays a factor, Johnny. You could be right. But I will give him this. I'll give Kris Chambers this. We have seen him come back from a lot worse. He is one tough son of a bitch.
You're damn right. You got to wonder how Chambers' family watching this on what they think. We know they are involved with his career.
I wonder.
At ringside. Oh! Kris Chambers fighting back like he always does.
Chambers whipped into the ropes by young Myles. Fires back.
This is about
and
pride.
Runs over him with a clothesline.
You know, Chambers has fought for the Superkick title. Myles for the King of the Sticks, but this is about pride.
Almost a super kick. Almost a suplex to the outside. Both men. Young Myles getting the better of Kris Chambers.
Onto his face on the edge of that side walkway, you can call it, like a curb. I'd be surprised if Chambers isn't bleeding right now.
Young Myles wants the count out, telling the referee how to do his job. Referee is not counting at the
Myles
moment.
is very aware. He knows all the areas of the wrestling ring and the wrestling duties, and he can tell a ref his duty as well. He is that good. And look at him perched up. That's the attitude I don't like. The disrespect in a grudge match like this.
What's the disrespect? He's taken 5. Kris Chambers, if anything, what is he taking a nap on the outside?
Oh, he just got his head rung off of a curb, Chris.
I think Kris Chambers smoked too much Kush.
He never.
And now
there's
he's
never
taking
too
a
much
nap.
Kush for Kris. He's the leader of Kush.
Somebody
he owns
check
Kush.
I think he's falling asleep out there.
When weed is legal in LCBOs in 2018, Kris Chambers will be at the head of the government running the whole damn show. That's how good he is with the Kush.
Referee up to 7. Kris Chambers slowly oozing back into the ring. Young Myles is going to have to finish this
now
match.
He has
Finish
his
him off,
attention on
young
Chambers.
Myles.
Now he has it. Straight fist for a man he used to love, a man he used to call his best friend.
Young Myles stomping away on Kris Chambers, stalking his prey. Young Myles sends Chambers hard into the turnbuckle.
Right onto that back again. Like I said, that back plays a factor. Kris Chambers.
Here's a cover. 1, 2.
Having to use suction cups last month to take away those welts on his back, and you have to wonder how that's going to play. Young Myles knows his man, his old best friend through and through. Just attacking that back, Kris.
Young Myles wearing down Kris Chambers. The crowd firmly behind Kris Chambers, trying to get that blood circulating, flowing through the body. And Young Myles cuts him off. Front face lock by Young Myles on Kris Chambers. We're going to see a suplex here. Gets him up. Oh! Twisting suplex.
Innovative suplex right there. Very
Rolls
smart
through
from Young Myles.
And another one.
Again, you don't see that too often.
Let's see if he can go for the trifecta. One for each member of the Dope Boys. That one off the top rope.
Young Myles showing that maybe he could too be. He deserves to be the leader of Dope Boys, but man.
A high five to the fans.
That's
One,
what it's all about.
Two. Just a 2 count.
This is all about pride and respect. We know great rivalries always come down to that. Fuck the titles, fuck the championships. They just care about pride and who the better man is. It's all
Young Myles setting
about
up Kris
that
Chambers here.
5-letter word, Kris.
Stomp to the gut. Young Myles has got both legs. He's firmly in control of this match. And another stomp to the gut of Kris
Setting
Chambers.
up for a sharpshooter. Chambers' own move. No.
It
Not
looks
his
like
own
it.
move, damn it. Trying to put
Chambers is countering.
lock Chambers into his own finisher, the sharpshooter. And that's
Chambers
I shouldn't
off the
be
ropes.
surprised.
Young Myles counters and he tries it again. He's got the legs locked, but he can't turn him over. Kris Chambers rolls into a pin and a kick out. Young Myles went for a splash in the corner. It was countered into a suplex by Chambers. Now that adrenaline is pumping.
The crowd getting behind Kris.
Power slam.
What a power slam. And look at him quick, no wasted motion.
Chambers to
gonna
the top.
fly high. It doesn't need to be 420
From
for
the
Kris
top,
to get
the
high.
elbow.
Elbow drop.
The patented elbow cover. 1-2. Just a 2 count.
The crowd is hot for this match. They know what this means to each competitor. The former best friends, I can't say it enough.
Chambers, oh, what a clothesline. Sends Young Myles head over heels. Cover, hook the leg, 2. Just a 2 count again, a couple close falls here.
Very close, Kris, and we know these guys, they know each other very, very well. As the match goes on, it's gonna play a factor, Kris.
Suplex from Kris Chambers, hook of the leg, 1, 2. I think he dropped Young Myles a little bit on his head there.
Yeah, good. The way this guy's been acting, he needs to get knocked some sense into him. It could do him some good, Kris.
The fans are pounding the mat, cheering both these men on. Probably more so Kris Chambers at this point. He looks like he's in a little bit better shape right now. He's first to his feet. And Chambers goes for the super kick and misses. Chambers off the ropes and a baseball slide to the outside.
Oh,
but he misses and a super kick from Young Myles.
Chambers is down and out right now.
Young Myles grabs Kris Chambers to the outside and whips his head into the mat.
This crowd has been hot in anticipation the entire way, but now it's like they don't know what's going to happen next. They're waiting. They just don't know. They're trying to feel it out, Kris.
Young Myles in control on the outside. A couple stiff right hands. Now it's Young Myles going into the ring apron. Kris Chambers back to his feet.
There it is.
He
Put him
whips
back
Young
in the
Myles
ring
back into the ring.
and get the job done there, Kris. He knows he's got to win this thing inside the ring.
Young Myles waving the fans out of the way. He has a move in mind. Oh, he spins around, but Kris Chambers catches him.
Oh my goodness gracious. What a freaking move there on that side of the ring, Kris. We got fans in front of us, but damn, we know Myles tried to do a twisted Hurricane Rana, falling, and now they're both. How these two men are standing right now, or trying to, I'll never know.
Myles resets the count, goes back to the outside. Sends Kris Chambers into the side of the ring. That's the stiffest part of the ring. And he slams his head right into the ring apron.
Right on it. But Chambers has had his head rattled a few times, whether it be from Kush, from steel steps, from chairs. It's going to take a lot more to keep the leader of Kush down.
Chambers counters. Oh, and a tornado DDT.
My goodness!
A DDT onto the concrete floor here at the Longboat Hall.
They know they're going to have to dig deep into their arsenal to get each man down. They're going to have to pull a lot of moves out of their bag of tricks, Kris.
Chambers has got him. And another DDT onto the concrete.
That's what this means.
That is twice young Myles' head, his skull, bouncing off the concrete here at the Longboat Hall.
And these fans can't believe it. These fans cannot believe what they're seeing right now.
Cue the chants of holy shit from this crowd here in Toronto, Ontario. Chambers rolls young Myles into the ring. He's going up to the top rope. Fully in control of this match.
Fly high, Kris.
DDTs.
It's what he does best. He flies high.
Kris Chambers.
Doesn't matter if it's indica. Doesn't matter if it's pineapple.
Oh, and he leaps right into a super kick. Both men down.
Great timing there from young Myles.
I don't know how either man are standing at this point in this match.
Kris wanting to fly high, but young Myles timing it precisely. Just like his first name would say as young Preston. It's very precise there. The crowd right into this one.
The crowd emphatically cheering on both men. Chambers, both men to their feet.
Kris, before the show started, I told you this could steal the show. I told you it could, and it has thus far.
Exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. Chambers now firing out. Grabs the foot. Oh, and a spinning forearm hits the ropes. Once again missing with the kick is young Myles. And a roll through. Here's a pin, 1, 2.
No.
And a kick out.
Didn't get it. Very close though.
Fireman's carry. He's got him up.
Oh my God!
Oh!
Holy shit! Right into the corner, Kris Chambers.
And a pin. Hook the leg. This is it. 1, 2. We got a winner. We've got a winner.
How the hell did Chambers get up from that?
That was just 2. I cannot believe it.
How the hell did he do it?
He's got him up. A fan in the crowd just yelled, "Finish him!" And another one.
That's not right. That's not right. Myles does not give a damn about Chambers anymore. There's no respect left.
Young Myles going for the cover. 1, 2, and another 2 count.
Oh
Kris
my
Chambers.
God! I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, Kris.
Kris Chambers is showing you his stamina, his endurance,
strength, his neck strength. I feel like he might have a broken neck right now, Kris. Legit broken neck. If we don't see Kris Chambers in a neck brace after this, that guy is one tough son of a gun, I'll tell you that.
Young Myles going to the top rope. We saw this reversed earlier when Kris Chambers went up there, and we see it again. This time a drop kick. Young Myles landing on his lower parts.
Oh yeah. Yep,
his
right
balls, if you will.
Yeah, let's say balls. Why not? We can.
His testicles.
No right to censor over here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Chambers fighting away, though, Kris. This guy has so much fight in him.
Chambers setting up for that superplex. Young Myles blocking. Pushes Kris Chambers back to the mat.
Probably want to go for that double stomp.
No, he's back up there. Oh! He just ripped young Myles off the top rope. Kris Chambers. Young Myles is
utter
back.
shock right now. This
Young
guy
Myles is in some pain on the mat.
He flies high every single day of his life. That's why I love him.
Both men down. The referee now admonishing that 10 count. He's at 3 right now. Now 4. The referee is really selling these counts right here.
He should.
It's up to 7.
Let the fans know what's going on in
The
this
referee
match.
has got style.
Oh, yeah.
8. Both men up. Head to head. Forehead to forehead. Ooh. And now just slugging it out. Resorting to the fisticuffs.
Yeah. There you go, Chambers.
Now Chambers ahead.
Myles, he knows every move from Chambers, though. Every single one.
Chambers rolls through. 1, 2. Myles reverses it. 2 count.
Myles counters, but just barely.
Oh, what a move.
Young Myles, who's going to win this match, Kris? That's what I want to know. At this point, can call it a no contest. I don't even know how they're going to make a pin, make their next move for that matter.
Young Myles slowly making his way to the top rope. Chambers is on the mat.
Double stomp.
Young Myles.
We know what he does from up here. It's the double stomp, Kris. Nope. No chance for that there.
Oh, double knees from Young Myles. No. Chambers counters into the sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. In the ring. Chambers with the sharpshooter. That's it. Young Myles taps.
Chambers wins. Chambers wins. Chambers wins. What a freaking match here at the Longboat Hall. Kris Chambers rocking the show, always flying high. Throw up your blunts for the Blunt Club. Throw it up for Kush. And I know that doesn't make you happy, Kris, but you gotta appreciate that match.
I definitely appreciate this match. Both men gave it one hell of an effort. Kris Chambers comes out on top. An amazing match from both men.
How are these guys gonna stand after this? I'll never know, but I'm blessed to be in front of that spectacle, to see that match, to see those two go at it. It's unbelievable. H keeps us so high. K-U-S-H keeps us so high. The more I smoke, the higher I get. I feel I can't quit. The more I smoke, I can't quit. Down with us. Down with us. Can't stand, Kris. What's Super Future doing out here?
We've got Super Future out here right now. We haven't seen Young Myles or Kris Chambers get to their feet.
Look at the methodical look.
I think
the methodical look on Xavier Walker's face.
I think we've got some bad intentions here from Super Future. None too happy that their man, Young Myles, was defeated in this match. And Kris Chambers could be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, they walk right around him. Maybe a show of respect, the fact that they didn't put the boots to Kris Chambers, but they're checking on, their concern is with their friend, young Myles, and as it should be, one hell of a match here at
Cheerleader of Dope
Superkick'd.
Boys. These guys all lost today. None of them winners today. Are they gonna help him up?
The fans at ringside helping Kris Chambers up. Palmer Cruz, Xavier Walker. We've got the Kush now out here. Finally, took them long enough.
This is gonna be a battle
Roach
for
and
the
Phil
ages. It's not done yet.
It's not over.
Kush and Dope Boys are still going at it. Always going at it, Kush and Dope Boys. This is far from over.
Kush has won this battle, but the war is far from over.
You're damn
here at
right.
Superkick'd.
You're damn right, Kris. Look at that, Roach having his back all the way through. Roach having Chambers back. Atlas wants some.
Intimidating.
It is. It's a real ladder, as we saw earlier, Kris.
It's not a small ladder at all. It's not a step ladder. This
at
one,
all.
there
And
are
if
quite a
this
few
match
rungs.
favors anybody, I think it's that man in the ring right now, Orlando Christopher.
Orlando Christopher had a great match just 1 month ago here at Superkick'd, and he's got some tough competitors. We've got Orlando Christopher, and soon Mark Wheeler, Young Stacks, Shane Sabre, and Phil Atlas will hit
This
the ring.
man just being alongside Cure, being alongside Ashley Sixx and Jake something, you never know how they're gonna play a part in this match. Stratosphere as well, can't forget about him.
Here comes the new sensation, Mark Wheeler.
He's got an attitude of his own. He's shown it over the last few months, aligning himself with Young Stacks, the leader of Young Stacks. And he's brave, he doesn't give a damn about what he is about his opponents.
And he's also hit the ring without Young Stacks at the moment, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, it is. And you don't see Stratosphere out here as well. Both these guys without their members in their stable. But you have to imagine they're going to play a part at some point, Kris. You have to think.
Well, with Stratosphere, we know he's in the back, and that piece of shit usually interjects himself in a match. So
Couldn't have said
you
it
are
better.
right, John.
Could not have said it better. There's Shane Sabre, who's bitten into the forbidden fruit.
The Savior and his apple with Mano del Diablo. Shane Sabre is fully bought into whatever Mano del Diablo is growing.
I never seen Christopher shake, Christopher be nervous at anybody, and he had a little flinch there, but he still shows him the Cure sign. Christopher's not scared of anybody. You see a fan there touch his arm, he doesn't like it. But I'll tell you this, Savior Shane Sabre, he's a different man since eating that apple, Kris.
What we've seen how it's affected superstars such as Psycho Mike. And here we've got Phil Atlas making his way to the ring. He's climbing the ladder. Is he just setting us up?
He's getting high. That's what we do over at Kush. You wouldn't know about it, Kris, because you don't roll with the green like we do.
No, I
He's
don't.
getting high, and he's feeling his guys up there.
I don't roll with the green, and to be honest with you, I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah, but not happy enough, because if you had some of the green, It makes you a little bit happier.
Did Phil Atlas just give us a sign of what's to come later in this match, climbing that ladder?
Absolutely.
We'll see.
He's getting a little feel, a little taste of those rungs.
These are 4 finely tuned competitors, no slouches in this match whatsoever. Orlando Christopher coming off of a great performance last month. Mark Wheeler, an up-and-comer. Phil Atlas, a vet, proven vet.
Oh yeah, Phil
Shane
Atlas
Sabre
has wrestled across the globe in Japan, Ring of Honor. He's been everywhere and everywhere you can be.
Both men staring up at the ceiling, both men staring
going
at
for that ladder
key.
right away.
And now we've got Christopher and Phil Atlas going after the ladder while Mark Wheeler and Shane Sabre battle it out in the corner. As I said,
Atlas
Johnny.
right in front of us. But Kris, we must reiterate, you win. You get that key at the top of this building, and you are the new #1 contender at any time, any place, anywhere for that Superkick'd championship.
Both men started, all 4 men I should say, starting the match, staring up at the key that is hanging from the ceiling here at the Longboat Hall. We've got Shane Sabre and Mark Wheeler in the ring. Back body drop. Oh, Mark Wheeler skying through the air. Somewhere amongst the fans, we've got Orlando Christopher.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Kris, we've been at many Superkick'd matches the last few months, and we know Fatal 4-Ways can get hectic here. You'll see these guys go to the top balcony. You'll see them fight in the streets, though this is not a street match, and it'll do you no good
Orlando
if you do
Christopher on the outside with Phil Atlas. Now Phil Atlas waits for Shane Sabre.
Big
and a
kick
drop
on the
kick into the ladder. The
Huge.
ladder cracks
And
right
we felt
into
that
the
ladder
face.
earlier, Kris, just to get a taste, and we know that's real metal. That is no flimsy, phony ladder.
Mark Wheeler, Phil Atlas fighting over the ladder. Wheeler gets the better of him. Like you said, Johnny, it is, in fact, a real ladder.
It's not flimsy, it's not a joke. It's not made out of styrofoam. It's not cheap
plastic.
steel.
Yeah.
It's not plastic. That shit hurts.
That is a hard fucking ladder that just crashed into the face of Shane Sabre and then was
Look at
drop
Sabre, he's
kicked
still down.
into the knee.
He's still down off
Phil
of it,
Atlas.
Kris.
I gotta say right now, as much as that is gonna hurt, you gotta pick your spots in this type of a match, and I think Shane Sabre is doing it the right way right now, picking his spots.
I mean, you get a frigging ladder kicked into your face, you're gonna pick your spots.
Phil Atlas leaps off the middle turnbuckle, a drop kick.
Atlas trying to work with Sabre there.
Shane Sabre drop kicks the ladder, crashes into Orlando Christopher. Now Shane Sabre, Phil Atlas going at it. Shane Sabre slides to the outside. We hear beer bottles crashing and breaking.
Oh, yeah. Get used to it here at the Longboat Hall.
Mark
and there's
Wheeler in
Wheeler
front of
getting
us
a chair
with a
right
chair.
in front of us. What's Wheeler gonna do with that? We know he's gonna hurt somebody. He's gonna hurt somebody.
That's kind of a dumb question, Johnny. What do you think he's gonna do with that chair?
Well, let's see. Right now he's planted it in the corner. Maybe he's not going to do what we thought. Maybe it's not such a dumb question after all.
Johnny, like I said, pick your spots. Just like Shane Sabre picked his poison. Shane Sabre with the ladder, he's setting it up. He's got his eye on that key.
Shane, he's got a chance to get that key.
He's got to be mindful. I'll help you out there, Mark Wheeler.
God,
there's that
Kris
chair.
Helping out Wheeler.
Just doing my part. Phil Atlas climbing that ladder, going for the key. Shane Sabre, though, meets him.
Kris, come on.
And you know what?
Helping out a guy like
this
Mark
is
Wheeler.
a legit key, too.
Oh!
A chair to the knee of Phil Atlas.
Look what you
this
did.
is a key
Kris,
that
look
you
what
would
you
use.
just
Johnny, this is a key that you would use to unlock the door to your house or apartment. So this isn't a big key that you can just reach up and grab. You're going to have to focus on grabbing that key.
Kris,
it's not like a title that we've seen.
I can't believe you just handed a chair to Mark Wheeler. I can't get over that.
I'm doing my part, Johnny. I'm helping out. I'm picking my spots.
Wheeler. Oh! Christopher, you can't trust him at any given moment. You can never trust this guy.
He goes, he blocked it. He put on the brakes there. Mark Wheeler, Christopher goes into that ladder, shoulder first.
But you can see why a guy like Christopher,
a drop kick sends Mark Wheeler back first into that ladder.
You can see why a guy like Christopher is so firmly entrenched in Cure. he thinks the same as an actually Sixx and a Jake something. He always thinks like them.
He thinks dirty. He thinks dirty. He's got that chair and he's jamming it into the throat.
Oh, yeah.
First of Phil Atlas, now of Shane
No
Sabre.
nonsense man is Orlando Christopher.
Christopher with that ladder, what's he gonna do? He's propping it up in the corner. The fans that are along ringside are all backing up away from the ring.
And Kris, as I said earlier, this match favors nobody else more than Orlando Christopher. But I must ask you this, Kris. This is a question I seriously have on my mind.
Shoot.
Hey!
Oh!
Let's wait a second before I ask that question.
Phil Atlas crashes, his knee crashing into that ladder that's propped up in the corner.
Kris, thus far, Jake something has not been able to be pinned in Superkick'd, correct?
Correct.
Jake something does not look like he's going to lose that title at any time soon, in my opinion, correct?
Correct.
If Orlando Christopher wins this match, how is he going to cash that into his good friend and Cure member, Jake something?
Well, I would have to say, as Orlando Christopher crashes, has his leg locked in that ladder, it's got to be painful, excruciating pain on the knee. I got to say, the winner of this match, if it is Orlando Christopher, he would hold the key to the city. He doesn't have to use it. He has benefited. Jake something, members of the Cure have benefited from Jake something being the champ, being undefeated.
But isn't the goal to be champion, Kris?
It is the goal, but if you are aligned yourself with the man who is unbeaten, nobody has been able to beat this man.
So you say he's just going to use it on his house?
No.
That key's not going to be used for Superkick'd titles?
Strategic. If Orlando Christopher wins this match, that means three other superstars here at Superkick'd don't have the opportunity to cash in that key.
So he's going to do what he does best for Cure and keep everybody else down.
That's
what
right.
a drop kick from Wheeler. Speaking of keeping people down.
Drop kick from Mark Wheeler into the ladder. The ladder is used as a weapon in this match. As much as people are using it to climb up to achieve the objective of grabbing that key, they are also using it as a weapon.
This attitude of Wheeler leading young Stacks, giving him some much needed apprenticeship before a match like this.
Wheeler's got Shane Sabre. Shane Sabre, you can see the welt, the blood bruise on his thigh.
And Wheeler has a little bit on his back as well. You see the tape there. That's for an injury to make sure that he can keep that back loose.
Oh, like a bulldozer.
There's Atlas though, keeping himself
Wheeler's
high as
locked
always.
in the corner. Atlas going up.
Phil Atlas.
He's on top of that ladder. He's scaling that ladder.
Very smart from
If
Atlas.
he can reach that key.
He can get to that key right now, Kris.
No, he jumps over. Oh, and a neck breaker on Orlando Christopher. Sabre and Wheeler with that ladder. It looks like they're plotting to do some damage. Phil Atlas.
Oh my God!
Like a clothesline.
What the hell are we seeing right now, Simo?
Sabre and Wheeler clothesline Phil Atlas with the ladder, and now Wheeler jumps on Sabre.
We're not getting just holy shit chants from this crowd at the Underground. We're getting WTF chants as well.
And that, for all the viewers, is what the fuck. Shane Sabre blocks that Irish whip. He's got the ladder. Mark Wheeler didn't quite see it. Oh!
I think Sabre landed on his neck there.
What an ugly landing for Shane Sabre.
Yeah. But Wheeler doesn't give a damn. We know that, Kris.
And you shouldn't in this. This is a match to grab that key, to become the man.
The man that wins this match, we could be looking at a future
It's every man for himself.
Champion.
Well, exactly. It's every man for himself. The only man, I think, that has an objective that's, or a motive, if you will, to not be the Superkick'd champion is Orlando Christopher.
And that's why I asked you earlier, if he wins that key, how's he going to cash in against Jake?
He's not going to.
Wait, if Jake ever loses, I don't know if he ever will.
I think the strategy or the plan would be to keep it out of the hands of the other three. Sabre with the ladder, riding it right into Mark Wheeler.
Stairway to heaven, if you will.
More like a stairway to hell, because that's where these four men are right now.
Absolutely.
Now we've got that plywood sign from the fans from the outside. It's going to be used as a weapon.
Shout out to Joey T. Joe T. Doesn't like when you call him Joey, but I'm going to call him Joey.
Shane Sabre. Oh, with a DDT. Mark Wheeler was holding the legs of Phil Atlas. Atlas eating wood.
Outstanding thus far, Kris.
And you were right, Joe T, not Joey.
Not Joey. Sorry, Joey.
Shane Sabre whipped to the outside. Orlando Christopher sees Mark Wheeler now. That turnbuckle has seen a lot of taint tonight. Orlando Christopher, I should say, now with the ladder, propping it up. In the tree of woe is Mark Wheeler.
Christopher, what's he gonna do now with this ladder? He's not lined up with
bad
the key.
intentions.
I think
Cruel intentions. Orlando
like
Christopher from the top of that ladder.
Cure symbol. Flashing up the sea.
Oh, and an elbow from the top of the ladder.
He will sacrifice his own body time and time again.
Phil Atlas tried a chair shot, blocked by Orlando Christopher. And now he's into the corner. Phil Atlas into the tree of woe. He's trying to hold on, but he can't. Orlando Christopher dealing with Shane Sabre on the outside.
Punches from Christopher. A man with intention.
I think Orlando Christopher's intention are just to cripple everybody else in this match.
That welt on Sabre's
but
leg
Shane
as
Sabre,
well.
will he meet him midway? Christopher Sabre, a mid-air collision.
Jesus Christ.
Phil Atlas now escaping the tree of woe. What a collision, mid-air styles from Orlando Christopher and Shane Sabre. Phil Atlas on the top rope. He leaps and a splash from the top onto Orlando Christopher.
Nobody flies better than members of Kush.
Oh, a super kick to Shane
We've seen it
Sabre.
from Roach, we've seen it from Chambers.
Wheeler
now
misses
Atlas.
the chair shot. He eats a boot.
One more time, Atlas.
And a super kick into the chair.
One more time, Phil Atlas.
Bad leg and all. Phil Atlas dishing out those super kicks, making those chins sing.
Match.
Bad leg. Will Phil Atlas be able to climb to the top of that ladder? Phil Atlas limping around the arena, around the ring, I should say.
Oh yeah.
He's got the ladder now. Now he's lodged it onto all three men's heads.
Legged in.
He's got the 3 sign up. 2, 1.
You're done. 3, 2, 1. You're done.
Phil Atlas. Oh, the drop kick into the ladder. All
Phil
3
Atlas
heads
of putting these guys down and out.
Shane Sabre, Mark Wheeler, the heads of Orlando Christopher as well.
It's time to get high. It's time to get high, Phil Atlas.
Atlas with the ladder. He's got it propped up. He's got it centered. All he needs to do is climb to the top and grab that key. He can't decide which side to go to.
I think he picked the right one here.
We'll see.
What a move, though, Kris. I can't get over that.
We've got Solo, the British Brawler. Here's Young Stacks.
Members of Young Stacks.
It was about time. It was about that time that Young Stacks, somebody from the outside, would interject themselves into this match. So much at stake.
We knew that members of Young Stacks would be out here. Maybe members of The Cure.
Taking care of Phil Atlas now. Mark Wheeler conveniently rises to his feet, sets up that chair. I have a feeling the night is going to be over here for Phil Atlas. British Brawler hoists him up. Oh, right into an RKO by Solo.
Despicable. These actions from Young Stacks. They got all the talent in the world, but they don't need to go about it like this.
You know what? It's cutthroat, Johnny. They're doing what they got to do to get their man that key.
To get that Superkick'd championship in their stable, on their side.
It's what it means to these 3 guys, especially Mark Wheeler, especially everybody involved. But right now, Young Stacks, they're picking their spot here. Orlando Christopher, his head on the steel chairs. Shane Sabre now has pulled both members of Young Stacks to the outside. Orlando Christopher's got Mark Wheeler up on that ladder. Shane Sabre getting back into the ring.
There's Sabre. There he is, the savior. Electric chair, if you will.
Electric chair.
When you're a bad man.
Oh, and a neck breaker onto the chairs. What a maneuver. Holy shit. What the fuck, John? All 3 men completely destroyed each other. A electric chair neck breaker.
Mark Wheeler is ascending to new heights. He's a new sensation. No, just call him the sensation. This man is on another level right now.
He's on the lower level. He's on the mat right now. He takes a splash from Phil Atlas,
But
rolls to the outside.
Chris, win or lose, you get more respect from the fans, from us, from the guys in the back.
You know what though? Does that respect get you a shot at Jake something anytime you want it?
Maybe no, not anytime you want it.
No, it doesn't.
It may get you one shot, but not anytime you want it. That's why this key is so valuable.
That's right. So fuck the respect. You got to go after that key. Shane Sabre with a drop kick to the outside. Orlando Christopher in the ring by himself. He decides to, yes, go after that ladder. Drag it to the center of the ring. Orlando Christopher, he's going to the top of the ladder.
Are we going to see Jay
get the
versus
key?
Orlando?
Brawler solo in the ring.
Oh my God, are we going to see it?
No, Brawler solo, tipping the ladder. Christopher to the outside.
Oh my freaking goodness gracious, my!
Christopher off the ladder to the outside. He flipped to the outside and crashed onto Phil Atlas, Shane Sabre, and Mark Wheeler. Oh my fucking God.
Christopher got me speaking new languages. I cannot believe what the hell I've just seen.
This is the greatest ladder match I've ever seen in the history of professional wrestling. Now
over.
Young Stacks helping Mark Wheeler, but here we
there's
go.
Roach.
We got Roach.
There's Roach.
Roach is coming in, saving the day, so to speak.
1-on-3, taking all three members of Young Stacks on his own.
I don't like
It's
his
Roach.
odds, but he is playing a distraction role right here. He's got Solo and the Brawler distracted. Mark Wheeler now
Wheeler
turning his
leading Young
attention.
Stacks as he always does. There he is, telling Brawler to pick him up. He's got bad intentions as he always does.
Mark Wheeler should be climbing that ladder.
Oh!
But he just climbed to the second turnbuckle and hit an RKO on Roach.
Like I said, Mark
with the
Wheeler
help
is a brand new
of the
man.
Brawler.
This is a brand new man, a man ready for main event status.
He's climbing to the top. Brawler and Solo need to be aware of who's on the outside. We've got Mano Del Diablo out of nowhere. Brawler and Solo don't see him.
Open out Sabre.
Oh, and an apple to the eye. Oh.
Why is Brawler helping out? There he is.
They finally see Del Diablo.
Wheeler's blinded.
Del Diablo has spit some sort of red.
Yeah, that's more than the acid you get from apples. That is some serious shit right there.
Mark Wheeler seeing red. Unfortunately, though,
He can't even see where the key
he
is.
doesn't know where he is in the ring.
He's not lined up properly. That's what that miss did.
Orlando Christopher's got the ladder. Mark Wheeler's on the top of it. This means only one thing, a long way down
See
for
you
Mark
later,
Wheeler.
Wheeler.
Crashing onto the concrete here at the Longboat Hall.
Take your wheels
Orlando
down to 407
Christopher.
and go back
He's
home.
climbing to the top. Shane Sabre. Will Christopher get there? Christopher's got the chain. Oh, and
The
an apple.
The apple to the cranium.
Crashes to the mat. Atlas, Sabre on the top of
Didn't
the
get any of that in
ladder.
his mouth though. There's Atlas, Sabre, back and forth.
Slugging it out on
Didn't
top of that
Christopher get
ladder.
any of that apple in his mouth?
All they got to do is reach up and grab that key.
You make it sound so easy, Chris. These guys are tough as nails. They're not gonna let it
Got
happen.
Atlas. Will we see a suplex from the top of that ladder? Both men.
Get those stiff punches to the back.
Shane
from
Sabre with those forearms.
Headbutt again. See you
There
later,
goes
Sabre.
both men crashing off of the ladder.
That did damage to both men.
Anton, your thoughts on this match? He is
Has
fucking
no thoughts.
speechless right now.
Our social media guru, our top high-flying man, has no thoughts. Just unbelievable here.
Shane Sabre taking control, smashing the face of Phil Atlas into the turnbuckle.
Sabre has a chance here, Chris.
He's climbing up, but Atlas has met him. He's got that chair against the knee.
Sabre having a chance to be a two-time Superkick'd champion. That's what this match means.
Power bomb off the ladder. Oh no, a turnbuckle bomb. Phil Atlas
the ladder.
smashing the head of Shane Sabre into the ladder. And now whips him to the outside of the ring, crashing amongst the fans here in Toronto at Superkick'd, the Longboat Hall.
The Longboat Hall, the Great Hall, the underground, the fans loving it.
Phil Atlas alone, one-legged Phil Atlas. Will he get up there?
Phil, it's time.
He's all by himself. Phil Atlas.
It's time.
He's got the key. No, Orlando Christopher. Christopher.
Oh my God, Christopher stole the key.
Orlando Christopher has ripped the key from the hands of Phil Atlas.
What the hell just happened?
Orlando
Phil
Christopher.
Atlas had that. I thought he had one.
Orlando Christopher has stolen this match. The rope that was holding the key to the city up above the ring. Orlando Christopher grabbing the rope, ripping it, taking the key away from Phil Atlas, and now is celebrating on the stage here with Stratosphere.
We saw Orlando run by us.
Orlando Christopher.
We saw him run. We didn't know he was going upstairs.
Orlando Christopher.
What a brilliant move.
Orlando Christopher has the key to the city, ripping it from the hands of Phil Atlas. He's in disbelief right now. He cannot believe it. Sitting on top of that ladder, Orlando Christopher ripping the rope and taking the key out of the hands of Phil Atlas. Orlando Christopher, like I said, Johnny, I think there is an ulterior motive in this match. Whether or not we see Orlando Christopher cash in that key, whether we see him put it in the lock and turn it.
I just cannot believe what happened. Orlando with a brilliant move. Like I said, a match like this favored him, and now he has the key to the city, Chris.
He does, and I think you said brilliant. And brilliant is the key word here, because I think this is ultimately going to play out as a brilliant, brilliant strategy. Up next, Ashley Sixx, Stratosphere. Two members of the Cure taking on Brent Money Banks, and Tarik, all black everything. Stratosphere, that piece of shit. You gotta hate him, but you gotta love him at the same time.
You're right. And Chris, this all stems from last month, the triple threat match where Jake Something beat down all black everything, Ashley Sixx, and Stratosphere come in for the save and start a little kerfuffle, if you will, with Tarik and Brent Money Banks.
And that's the dilemma here, is you hate them because they interfere, but you gotta love them because they're doing what they need to do to keep their man on top.
And they're such a great team together.
Ashley Sixx has got the mic.
It's always a dangerous thing.
Who the hell is this bald ass bitch in the ring?
That's like the pot calling the kettle black, right?
I don't know how it works around here. When the Cure talks, you hold a pocket, bitch. Hold it.
Sixx versus Webster, I should say.
As you can put your hand down, bitch. That's her name. As you can see from the way the night is going, the Cure still runs this motherfucker.
He's been right so far, I can't disagree.
You all lack everything. You guys want to team up? Huh? That's fine. One of you is Indian, the other one's light skinned anyways. Get your asses out here and suck our dicks.
Stratosphere really looking forward to some fellatio in this match.
I think it's more so Ashley that wants it.
Weighing in at a combined 410 pounds, they are all black everything, Brent Banks and
Brent Money Banks and Tarik coming off of that triple threat match a month ago against Jake Something. failing in their quest to achieve
But
greatness.
Kris, I question their tactics from the get-go. Why team up? Why team up? Why not go for the Superkick'd Championship one-on-one?
Well, here we go, Johnny. And why team up? Well, when you're dealing with a foursome like the Cure, where you're against the odds every match, I think you're going to need a partner. And I think that's why they teamed up.
They lost sight of what was at stake, the Superkick'd title. And now they're all about all black everything. The man that looks like Jose Bautista in the Sixx, Tarik.
It's about the numbers and the numbers game. And Tarik, Brent Money Banks, all black everything. And it looks like they're planning to even up the odds here.
Look at Tarik right in the face of Sixx. They're ready to throw down.
Getting in the ring here. Tarik was in there by himself for a split second. There's a lot of jawing going into the ring right now between the Cure and all black everything. And now they fire off. Here we go. It's going to be a brawl. I wouldn't look for too many scientific maneuvers. I think this is going to be just absolute
bedlam. They should have just made this a Texas Tornado match. Good luck to the referee trying to control these four guys and make this a sanctioned tag team match.
Yeah, this is. I have a feeling the referee is going to be hard pressed to keep control in this match. All four men on the outside. You can hear the smack on the flesh echoing throughout the arena here at the Longboat Hall in Toronto, Ontario. Sixx whips Brent Banks back into the ring. Sixx and Banks one-on-one. Sixx misses with a right. Banks nails him. Meets double knees in the corner. Now he's setting up for Tarik. And he hits him with a very European uppercut, leaping off of Brent Money Banks.
Conspicuous by his absence is Kingdom James. He's just formulated these two men to stick together, and then he lets them go into the forest, into the wolves.
I heard that they were remaking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so that's where Kingdom James could be.
You have me rolling on the ground, laughing my ass off. That is hilarious.
Great move to the outside by Tarik. A tandem move by Tarik and Brent Money Banks, leaping over the top rope. They are in full control of this match. The Cure, no doubt in my mind, we'll see.
Oh my goodness. Ashley just flying off the wall in front of us. Or not Ashley, sorry, that was Stratosphere.
Stratosphere, beer
Ashley's
bottles
in the ring
crashing.
with Brent Banks.
Yeah, you can hear the beer bottles breaking. Sixx in control, Brent Money Banks reverses now. And a back body drop. Sixx crashing to the mat hard. They've got him by his lonesome.
Here comes Tarik, the man that looks like Joey Bats, Jose Bautista.
Tarik, leaping onto the arm. Breaking the arm, it looks like, of Sixx.
That's a double right there. That'll get you on base.
There's no bat flip, though, yet from Tarik.
No bat flip just yet. Wait for the win. Wait for the W.
No bat flip and hopefully no homophobic slurs either.
Don't do it in between matches. That gets you in trouble. Ashley's not a guy you want to do bat flips against, that's for sure.
No.
Is there a meaner individual than Sixx in that squared circle?
I'm going to say there's maybe a meaner, but maybe not a dirtier.
Right,
Johnny.
right.
I think that's the correct phrase or word.
For me, yes, yeah. One and the same. He's mean, he's dirty, he's everything in between. Nobody's more rotten than him, and it works for him.
I mean, the closest guy's got to be this Stratosphere, this piece of shit.
And he's a part of the crew. And you think about what Ashley's done to guys like Tyson Dukes in the past, using that aggression to the best of his ability.
You can't take him lightly. He's going for the cover here. One, two, a little nonchalant, man. You got to hook that leg.
Sixx we forget about his talent in the ring because of all his shenanigans and how dirty he gets. We forget about how good he is tactically and how smooth he can be inside of that squared circle, Kris.
Well, he's a veteran, and he knows his way around the ring. He's been a champion. He knows what's to do. He knows how to get the wins. He knows how to get the W's.
It gets lost for this guy because of all the other stuff he does, yelling at fans and telling them to fuck off and I beat cancer and I'm better than you. It gets lost. It gets lost for him.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? Beating cancer is a pretty tough thing to do. But I agree with you for once, John. You can't be focused on the fans. You got to be focused on your opponent, and right now he is. He's got Tarik down.
He's so good in ring. He can do all of that and still be a tactician inside there. There's Stratosphere.
Kicks and punches to Tarik. Stratosphere is, you could say Stratosphere is learning from the best right now.
He is learning from a legend in Ashley Sixx in that ring. And you can see why Ashley's picked Stratosphere, handpicked him to be in Cure.
Stratosphere coming off of a loss to his longtime nemesis, Roach. Will we see him get back into the win column here?
He's trained Stratosphere to be just this type of individual that he is right now.
He hits the ropes, misses with a kick.
Downright rotten.
Tarik with a slingshot forearm. Now slingshots over the top and an elbow to the back of the neck. Once again, you can hear these shots echoing throughout the Longboat Hall here in Toronto, Ontario. Brent Money Banks. Oh, he missed the tag. Brent Money Banks needs to be more focused in this match.
Sixx down now too.
But Sixx has got him. Sixx has ripped him off the ropes. Off the ring apron, I should say.
Very smart move.
And now Stratosphere just throwing lefts.
Wailing on him. Lefts. Look at all the lefts there from Stratosphere.
Connecting with those punches. Now rights. Ambidextrous is the Stratosphere.
He's got both arms, both legs.
He can swing from both sides of the plate.
Oh yeah.
So I hear.
Switch hitter.
He's a switch hitter.
Look at Ashley Sixx, so proud of Stratosphere right now. Nodding his head in agreement with the dirty actions of Stratosphere.
Stratosphere in control. He hits the ropes, looking for that knee. Connects, goes for the pin, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out from Tarik. And now a chin lock.
Ashley Sixx flipping the bird.
Hey, it's good to see you too, Ashley.
F the Cure. That's what we got to say here. F the Cure. The crowd firmly behind All Black Everything. They want the tag for Brent Banks.
They're trying to get the adrenaline pumping into Tarik's blood, into his veins.
And there's the man, Ashley Sixx, co-leader of the Cure with Jake something.
Double suplex. No, countered by Tarik. Tarik needs to make a tag.
Badly.
Stratosphere.
Badly, Kris. You can say that again.
Suplex sends Stratosphere into Ashley Sixx.
Oh!
Lifted kick. Tarik needs to make that tag. Brent Money Banks needs to be focused on getting that tag. He's focusing on the fans. He's got to reach for that tag. Brent Money Banks, there is the tag. Money Banks in the ring. Clothesline Stratosphere. Clothesline Sixx. More like an elbow. I got a little excited. A spinning heel kick.
Learning that from karate moves.
Oh, some hot shots.
Ashley knocked it to another dimension.
Lining up Stratosphere. Flip over the top and do a drop kick. What a maneuver and a nip up. Brent Money Banks. He's in control, but Sixx spits on him. Oh, and a slam. Thunderbomb. 1, 2. And a kick out by Ashley Sixx. Brent Banks, throat slash. 15-yard penalty in the NFL. Here, everything goes.
Anything
all
goes.
legal.
And Kris, All Black Everything, they haven't teamed up for a couple years. To have them back at it now.
Ashley Sixx takes
This
a
is
kick.
unbelievable to see, really.
Tarik, elbow to the back of the neck by Ashley Sixx.
But you got to think the advantage is the Cure. They team with each other every month, every week.
It doesn't look like it right now, though.
Not now, you're right.
They did have the upper hand earlier in the match. I'd say it's 50-50 right now if I had to call it.
Absolutely.
Time of possession.
Well, Ashley's down on his ass. And I don't mind that after he flipped us the bird earlier.
Yeah, I feel like if this guy eats shit in this match, I'm okay with it.
He knows he's done. He's in a bad spot.
Bad spot, but he fires out of it. Will he be able to get both of these guys away? He's playing up to the crowd. I don't. Yeah.
That was enough for you, Sixx. Now take a
Tarik
sight out of the Sixx.
What a move by Tarik. A cover 1-2. Oh, but Sixx kicks out with both Brent Moneybanks and Tarik trying to pin him.
Getting planted to the mat in the Sixx.
I've said it before, you cannot take your attention off your opponent. Ashley Sixx did that, and now he's paying for it. Setting up for an Alabama slam, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Ashley knows, though. He's very aware.
Sixx rolls out of it. Stratosphere distracting Brent Moneybanks on the outside.
Perching him on top of that top turnbuckle.
He's perched up there. Leaps over Sixx. Runs into an uppercut. Takes a kick to the midsection. Ashley Sixx.
Oh, look at this
tag team maneuver.
Oh my goodness.
Tag team DDT.
Sixx.
Cover 2. Oh, and that's just about 3. It was this close, Johnny.
It was not 3. It was very close. You gotta love how Sixx has taught and mentored this man, Stratosphere. He's got him right underneath the wing.
Tag team maneuver now. They got Brent Moneybanks perched up on the top there. Sixx sidestepped Tarik, but sent him into Stratosphere. Tarik hits the ropes. And a kick to Sixx.
Off the middle rope.
Brent Moneybanks. Will we see a slingshot? Right into a fireman's carry. Tarik, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, Stratosphere. Take a nap.
Moneybanks off the middle rope. Oh, and an RKO. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Oh, Ashley Sixx pulls the referee out.
Where's the DQ? Come on. No disqualification. Come on. What the hell, man?
Fans getting in the way here.
You see some of our staff get in the way.
Brent Moneybanks leaps, suicide dive to the outside. Ashley Sixx sidestepped it. A poor fan took the worst of that. Fan down, fan down. Tornado forearm. Ashley Sixx now behind Tarik. Spins him around, misses the clothesline.
Oh!
Brent Moneybanks a super kick to his partner. Sixx rolls up Banks. 2, 3, it's over. Ashley Sixx in the Cure with Stratosphere pick up the win.
Will this entire night belong to the Cure?
So far, so good, Johnny. No.
See our fan here, our member of our staff, whatever you will, taking the brunt of that tough spot there.
Tarik now furious with Brent Banks in the middle of this ring.
Wants the mic.
He wants the mic. Tarik wants the mic. Tarik wants the mic.
Tarik wants the mic.
Brent Moneybanks obviously did not mean to kick his partner, but Tarik is not having any of it. What's up, Sixx?
You fucking chomo!
Why don't you grow some fucking hair, dude?
Hey, buddy, you want
Fuck off, Stratosphere.
Take that, Kris. I'm not just gonna let these guys walk around here and talk to you and talk to me.
Well, I'll talk to you like that. We'll get in the ring.
But what the hell just happened? You kicked me again 2 years ago. You did this shit to me, and you do it again. I don't give a shit what was in action. You were too good to not know better. Because you lost that match.
right now.
We are not on the same page.
That's why I'm a Red Sox fan, John.
You kiss my ass.
Strong words from Tarik. All Black everything. The rebirth of All Black everything lasts a short month. It looks like
too long.
It looks like Kingdom is going to have some work to do here.
A lot of work to do
to try and repair this friendship, if you will.
Short-lived, like I said, 2 years ago they teamed up. Didn't last too long. Didn't seem like they were too cohesive today, Kris.
Well, you know what? When you super kick your own partner, I mean, that's gonna, it's bad enough when you have to wrestle two other men, but when you have your own partner doing you in, accident or not, I'm sure Brent Moneybanks feels terrible about this.
Than he will ever be in tonight against Jake Something.
This is your boy, Johnny. It's Alessandro Del Bruno, champion versus champion, the main event here at Superkick'd against Jake Something. The crowd is
on better matches.
The crowd is fucking amped right now, John. Alessandro Del Bruno straight from Juventus. Juve releasing him for this match, specifically a special release that Superkick'd had to negotiate.
Do you know how much it cost them, Kris?
It was a world record transfer fee.
That's right. It cost more than Paul Pogba to pry him from Juventus to Manchester United. It cost more than Gareth Bale to pry him from Tottenham to Real Madrid. To get this man here at Superkick'd cost 150 million pounds.
The fans are in for a treat.
And you're gonna see why it cost him so much. That's how good he is. He can do all in that squared circle. He has educated feet. He's very quick. He's high flying.
We don't always agree, Johnny. We don't always see eye to eye. But I agree with you on Alessandro Del Bruno. However, he is up against the undefeated Superkick'd champion, Jake Something.
This man has never been beat for a reason. He is very, very smart in ring. He has the ability to combine power, speed, and strength all in one. And not just on the physical element, he's mentally tough as well. All these fans with the nothing signs, it doesn't affect him, and it never has. He chews it up, and he spits it back at him.
Don't let these signs fool you. If you're watching on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Superkick'd, Jake Something is something. He's not nothing. He's undefeated, and nobody has even come close, I will say, to beating Jake Something.
Last month I said this man should be changing his name from Jake Something and Jake Nothing to Jake Everything, because he is the whole effing show here at Superkick'd.
Last month, Johnny, we saw him a double power bomb on Tarik and Brent Moneybanks. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. The strength from this man, unmatched here at Superkick'd, the Pro Wrestling Rock Show.
Unmatched is the right word. I've never seen anybody that was able to match him.
Jake Something, that's easy. Jake Something requesting that Alessandro Del Bruno put his title on the line here at Superkick'd in the main event. He's not nothing, he is something.
Del Bruno's putting out his title on the line.
Title for title, champion versus champion. Champion versus champion.
The
Jake
balls.
Something.
The
Jake Something, the
balls.
first ever undisputed champion here at
That's right.
Superkick'd. The only man to ever hold the King of the Sixx title and the Superkick'd
And
title.
never be pinned. Unbelievable. But the balls for Del Bruno to put the King of the Sixx title on the line.
Jake Something, the bell is rung. He rushes Del Bruno, but Del Bruno fires off those kicks that have scored him so many goals, as you say, Johnny.
So many goals in the Serie A and for his national team, Italia. He's rocking the kit today, but Jake Something gives no damns about that.
He set up there for a sidewalk slam. Del Bruno countered, hits him with a kick to the chest and a spinning kick. Now a pin. 1, 2. You're going to need more than that, Del Bruno.
Something in his own right has been across the globe for wrestling standards. He's been trained in the Ring of Honor dojo. New Japan he's traveled to. Impact Wrestling. He's fought the likes of Bobby Lashley.
His chest is singing
He's
right
done
now.
it all. Jake Something.
They're right here in front of us. Del Bruno slamming Jake Something into the stage, into the entranceway.
Del Bruno showing no fear, showing all of his balls, putting the King of the Sixx title on the line.
Johnny, he is going to have to go after Jake Something. I mean, no fear is right, but he just ate some brick. And now he's choking. Jake Something choking Del Bruno up against the brick wall.
Jake
showing his power.
From Saginaw, Michigan, he may not be familiar with the brick, the place where you can buy couches over here in Toronto, but he's making sure Del Bruno's very familiar with the brick.
It's a lot like Leon's, I think.
A lot like Leon's.
All right. Del Bruno in control. Nope. Jake Something's got him up. Slams him on the side of the ring.
He said the hardest part of the ring apron, the side, if you will. And Del Bruno, that might hurt his. And look at Something getting a swig of beer, just like LeBron James has done against the Raptors, taking a little swig of beer, showing straight disrespect to his opponents.
Jake Something confident. He is unbeaten, as we said. And he's in control right now. Toying with Alessandro Del Bruno. Choking him.
And
Tried to get a pin, but it just got
easy
one.
for Something to take a guy like Del Bruno lightly. Even though Del Bruno's been on fire, he's won his last 3-4 matches. But you look at the size difference, and you look at the big match ability that Something has had across the globe, and even here at Superkick'd. And to be honest, as much as I love my client Del Bruno, he hasn't been on that level.
No, he has not right now. This is his first title defense, technically, of the King of the Sixx title. And you're putting your belt on the line. I got to give him credit, like you said, Johnny, at the beginning of this match. You're putting your title on the line against Jake Something, and it's your first defense. And it's against your toughest competitor.
No soccer balls either. His balls are just a little bit bigger than those size 5s.
They're FIFA-approved testicles, is what Alessandro Del Bruno has got going up against Jake Something right now, who is in control. Del Bruno with a slap and a second. Oh, but Jake Something just with a kick.
That's the strength match.
And a clothesline in the corner.
That's the strength advantage right there from Something.
Oh, he is just stomping a fucking mud hole in the chest of Alessandro Del Bruno.
I think 6 feet under.
Now, the one thing I'll say, Johnny, is in these matches with Jake Something is he does have a tendency to focus on the crowd.
If there's ever a weakness.
Yes, if that's the one weakness, that is it.
Yeah.
Because that will catch you.
100%, and that never has yet, but that is his one weakness. And just like LeBron James, I'm going to compare him to him again because he's taking swigs of beer.
You're comparing greatness.
Absolutely, and if LeBron has a weakness, it's his free throws. He still knocks down 80% of them, but damn, he doesn't hit 20% of them. So there you go. It's a small weakness in their game.
The 20% that's Jake Something isn't hitting, let's say, is Stratosphere, is made up with Stratosphere, Ashley Sixx, and Orlando Christopher the Cure.
That's what makes him the 110% athlete that he is. Takes up a lot of ground, Chris.
Yep.
That pie chart looks real full right now.
Yes. Jake Something, again, like we were talking about, playing up to the crowd, focusing his attention on the crowd, the people that don't mean anything.
They don't, but you know what? If you
Del
see
Bruno with a kick there.
orange signs flipping your name into something you don't like to see, it'll piss you off too.
Yes. Del Bruno.
There he goes.
Oh, but he's caught.
What
a
a
flip
catch.
off the ring apron.
What a
Caught.
catch by something.
But then he sends something into the post.
Here we go from Del Bruno. Here we go.
Del Bruno with a penalty spot, from the penalty spot with a kick.
And I'll tell you, he never missed from the penalty spot in Serie A. 27 for 27 from the spot. That's why he is the greatest football player we've ever seen.
He
and soon to be
connected.
one of the best wrestlers we've ever seen.
He connected on that one. The crowd chanting Olé as Del Bruno goes for a cover, but just a 1 count.
We're
There we go.
creating
Oh,
something special here at
Something.
Superkick'd.
Oh, with a backbreaker.
Hearing
The crowd
that
is
crowd.
definitely creating here.
Gives me goosebumps, Kris.
Definitely. Goosebumps all around here at the Longboat Hall here in Toronto. Jake something with a backbreaker just there. A 2 count and now a chin lock. Trying to wear down Del Bruno.
Oh, come on. The tactics there from something.
Wow.
I love his ability. I just hate his attitude.
Questionable. He's shoved nothing into the mouth of Del Bruno. Now a pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Del Bruno kicked out with nothing in his mouth. A crumpled up sign. He's choking on it right now. Funny that Jake something would turn something that's supposed to be negative towards him into a positive and use it to his advantage in this match.
100%, Kris. And he doesn't like that tune either. He doesn't like hearing that.
Oh, I don't like hearing it either.
I love it. It means
Here we go, setting up. Power bomb.
for my client.
Power bomb, last ride. Del Bruno trying his hardest to break out. He's on the shoulders, he's spun around. He's sliding down the back of Jake something. He's searching for that rope. What athleticism.
Core strength.
What strength.
Del Bruno and the strength.
Oh, he hits him with an RKO. Jake something attempting the power bomb. And then eventually, after a few flips and counters and slides and breaking loose, Del Bruno hits him with the RKO.
Oh my God, Kris. That's why he's a fan favorite. That's why he's my #1 client thus far. I'm still working on Kush, but they do their own thing.
Will we see history tonight, Johnny? Will we see Jake something pinned for the first time ever here at Superkick'd? Can Del Bruno
There's
do
a
it?
small sliver. There's a small chance, and I feel it. Del Bruno's got a shot. I've
got
never
those
said that
kicks.
before. He's got a shot.
He's warming up those feet.
Educated feet.
Oh, attempting a crucifix. 1, 2. Jake something kicks out. Del Bruno.
Del Bruno asking for the fight. Del Bruno wants it from something. I can't believe this.
Oh, 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. I cannot believe that. What a move by Del Bruno.
The first time I could honestly say somebody has not shown fear to this guy, Jake something.
Oh, he was. He told Jake something, motherfucker, bring it on.
Bring it on. No cheerleader movie either.
No, he's bringing. No, he is bringing. He's bringing everything. He's put it all on the line. Jake something with elbows now. Del Bruno with a leg sweep and a kick to the chest, and now a backflip, splashing onto something. 1, 2, and a kick out.
Kris, if there's one bad omen for Del Bruno, as good as he's fighting, a lot of Italia fans know when the Italians wear that white kit, they don't fare so well. They're better when they wear the Azzurri, when they wear the full blue kit. You wear that white kit, it could be one bad omen.
Somebody should have told Del Bruno that. Oh, he's just
what
set
a clothesline from something.
360 from Del Bruno after that clothesline by something. Something's gonna go for he's gotta go for a cover here now. He's gotta take advantage of this. But he wants to inflict more damage.
Oh yeah, he loves giving damage to his opponents. He does it with ease. But now here's the time for him to put the nail in the coffin, if you will.
You know what? I was talking to something in the back, and he told me he hates soccer. And I said, why? And he He said he hated it. And then I said, you know, why do you call
Why do you
it
hate
soccer? Why don't you call it football? And he said, because soccer is what assholes call it. And he is an asshole.
At least he can admit it.
He admitted it. He's going for that power bomb, it looks like. Trying to get Del Bruno over, but Del Bruno's firing out.
Del Bruno's
forearms
already
to the
over,
back.
man. He's over with the fans, Simo. Hear that? That's a man that's over.
Yes, yes.
That's a man that's over.
The yes chants filling the arena here at the Longboat Hall. Flips over. Does he have enough strength? I don't think so.
No.
Jake
that's
something
the
misses with
strength
a
factor.
punch.
That's the strength factor, Simo.
This is a David versus Goliath type matchup.
He didn't hit him in the nuts, though. He had a good chance to hit him in the round balls.
Right in the balls. Right in the FIFA-approved testicles.
That's it.
Del Bruno with the finger gun.
He wants to feel it from the crowd. He needs a little bit more.
He's taking too much time, and he misses with a kick. Goes for the drop kick. Jake something still on his feet. And another drop kick. Jake something still on his feet. Broken record here. Another drop
kick. How
kick.
hard it is to get that guy.
He's locked up in the ropes.
He's locked up.
Jake something in a compromising position. Alessandro Del Bruno with a drop kick. Jake something is now locked in the rope.
On a cross right now. That's what he looks like.
Referee trying to get him off the cross, as you called it, Johnny. Del Bruno saying, no, 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 no. All's fair, love, and war. Oh, what a kick to the head.
Feet from Del Bruno.
Jake something spits in his face.
The symbolism. The symbolism on the cross, the spit.
But he didn't even phase him with that kick, John. And now Del Bruno with a taste of his own medicine.
That's it.
Shoving that sign into his mouth.
Give it to him.
Teeing up that penalty kick.
My God. Like I said, 27 for 27.
Jake something loose from the ropes. Misses with a clothesline. Throat slash. Is this the end? Del Bruno teeing it up. Blocked by Jake something. And he's got him up. The strength, the power. Will it be too much for Del Bruno? Del Bruno over the top.
Come on. Now's your time, kid. Now's your time, Del Bruno.
What a spinning kick.
Go get that Superkick'd championship. Now's your time. Win it all right here.
He hit the top corner. 1, 2, and a new champion. New champion, no. Only a 2 count signals the referee.
Oh my God, if there was ever a time that Jake something would lose that championship, it was right then.
I thought for sure we had a new champion. But no, Jake something, the streak is still alive, still undefeated. Both men down.
Kris, we've seen the last 3-4 title reigns for Jake something. Has he ever come that close to losing the title?
We've seen the last 3 or 4 matches for sure, and no, I would have to say that's the closest he's ever come to losing the Superkick'd championship.
This is a superstar right here. This is a superstar, bona fide, bigger than Cristiano Ronaldo, than Lionel Messi.
Del Bruno has been connecting.
Combined,
he's been scoring those goals.
Gareth Bale, Paul Pogba, eat your heart out.
Del Bruno caught. Sidewalk slam by Jake something.
That's it. Nobody gets
1,
that. It's done.
2, 3.
Oh my God.
No.
Del Bruno's still alive.
What happened? Del Bruno reached out for the ropes.
He's still alive. I can't believe he's still alive. I said nobody gets up from that move. But Del Bruno, he's still got his heart pounding. And it's a big heart to boot.
Jake something cannot believe what's happening right now. Del Bruno just gets his hands on the rope to break the pinfall.
What a fucking match.
Jake something has got him. No, Del Bruno rolls him up.
Package.
1, 2. Kick out from something. Del Bruno squeaking through the legs. He's trying everything. 1, 2. Only
everything
a 2 count.
In his arsenal, Kris. He has to.
He has
no choice.
He's putting it all on the line. What a bicycle kick.
Pele kick. Del Bruno kick.
He has hit the top corner with that one.
Taking up the kit. The bad omen is gone. No more white kit.
Johnny, if you are right, we could be seeing a new Superkick'd champion.
Let's go. It's the end of days.
No, he's caught. Oh, Jake something.
No, oh no. Oh no.
Jake something, it caught him.
Good.
And power bomb. Batista bomb. 1.
My God.
2. 3, it's over.
All she wrote. What a match.
Jake something. Jake something with a Batista-like bomb off the top turnbuckle, still undefeated, retains the title, and has now, for the second time, is the holder of both championships here at Superkick. King of the Sixx and Superkick champion, Jake something. He is an absolute fucking beast.
He's a phenom. I don't know what it's gonna take to beat him. We've seen all the best competitors go at him. I don't know who's next, but whoever is, better be ready. It could be that man. It could be Orlando Christopher.
Oh, he's put more punishment, another power
The key to the
bomb.
city, who owns the key to the city, Orlando Christopher. It could be him, theoretically.
The Cure loving it. The Cure now owns both titles and the key to the Sixx. What a night here at Superkick, the Pro Wrestling Rock Show. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, anywhere online by searching Superkick'd, SUPERKICKD. They want the mic. They are the top of the mountain here. Maybe the greatest faction in pro wrestling history.
Today for sure. There's no doubt in my mind, today they own the industry.
His name, his fucking name is Jake something. Now, for the second time in history,
the unified champion here at Superkick. He owns it all. Orlando Christopher humping those signs as they can. This is not the Superkick I want to see.
For the second time in Superkick history, Jake something has relinquished the King of the Sixx title and given it to Orlando Christopher.
He holds them now. Is he giving that King of the Sixx title to Orlando again? Yeah,
he just did.
He did it. Wow. Just to keep him away from that Superkick title, eh? So smart.
The plan was in place. The plan to get the King of the Sixx, the key to the Sixx, I should say, and keep it out of the hands of Mark Wheeler and everybody else in that match.
There it is.
Phil Atlas, Shane Sabre.
What does this Superkick look like? With these
I
guys
know your plan. I knew it.
Does this look
I knew
like
it.
With these guys on top, Ashley Sixx, Orlando Christopher, Stratosphere, and Jake something. It's one dangerous place, I'll tell you that.
I might despise Ashley Sixx, but he's one smart motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
This group that he's concocted right in front of us. Jake something, Ashley Sixx, Orlando Christopher.
An obvious plan in place. Jake something, still the reigning Superkick champion. Unbeatable. The Cure reigns supreme. Friday. And we are in love here. Del Bruno may have bit more than he can bargain for in this one. He is getting absolutely torn apart by the Cure. This could be the last match we ever see with Alessandro Del Bruno. Oh, a wood sign. Ashley Sixx stomping on that wood sign. Alessandro Del Bruno put it all on the line in this match, and it could have cost him his career. It certainly cost him the King of the Sixx championship. Is his career in jeopardy here at Superkick'd?